Welcome to the Cody J Baking Show. Just kidding, but not really. But today we actually are gonna do a little DIY moment, and I'm actually gonna show you guys how to make a super hydrating, affordable, and easy, customizable sugar scrub. So let's just start making some scrubs. So I've been making this sugar scrub for a very long time, and it's very easy to make. And what I love the most about it is a couple things. One, it lasts a very, very long time. Two, it just works so well. Three, it's very, very pure, so you don't have a lot of the unnecessary added fragrances and dyes and sulfates and all that kind of stuff that we don't even know what it is and don't need it on our body. So this is very easy, and I'm gonna show you in a couple steps how easy that really is. So let's just get started. Alrighty, so for starters, you're gonna need a big bowl like this, and you're definitely gonna want a mixing spoon or a little spatula like this. I like to use a spatula. And you're gonna need some granulated sugar. Doesn't matter the brand, doesn't matter anything, just make sure it's granulated. The nice thing about this sugar scrub recipe, if you even wanna call it a recipe, is that it's very like eyeball it. Like you don't have to measure anything. You just kind of eyeball it to the consistency that you want. So what we're gonna do is pour a nice helping of this in the bowl just to get started. I know that looks like a lot because it kind of is. So that's a good place to start with, I think. What does sugar taste like if you just taste it? Like sugar. Okay, next we're gonna use olive oil. I just get pure olive oil, doesn't matter, again, what kind. Just make sure it's olive oil. This is, it says it's great for grilling and cooking and also making sugar scrubs. Does this eyeshadow look gorgeous or what? Anyway. Okay, so this is where we're gonna really eyeball things, and we're just gonna start pouring in a good amount because you're definitely gonna need a good amount. So let's do like, what is that? A fourth? That about, oh shit. That just went all over. About this much. So however much you want to call that, that's how much we're going to start with. Okay, so this is one of the fun parts of where you can really customize this. So if you want to add a little bit of fragrance or a little bit of flavoring, if you will, or a little bit of essential oils, this would be the time to do so. I actually don't have any right now, so I'm actually going to use syrup, which I've used before, and you're probably like, that makes no sense. But it does, like all this stuff is edible, and so is this, it's sugar-free. So just like, I mean, not much at all. It's gonna give it a little bit of color, and I just love the scent of maple syrup, so it's gonna give it that mapley smell. Then what we're gonna do is take a little bit of hyaluronic acid, and I like to do this to really add to the hydration of it. So we're gonna do like about 1 dropper full, and just add that in. Okay, so we have our bowl, and this is what it looks like right now. A lot of the oil has already absorbed, which is great. So we're just gonna take our spatula, and you're gonna start mixing it together. The perfect consistency for me personally is where it's obviously gritty because you want it to exfoliate while you're using it, but I don't want it to be slimy or anything like that. Pretty much kind of like a snow cone, I guess is how I describe it, is the texture, but it's really good. Again, this is really personal preference as far as how gritty you want it to be, but like I said, you're definitely gonna need a lot of oil. I just wanted to start off with that amount, and this is really just starting to bind it, and then, again, it's all about eyeballing, so just take it. We're gonna do a nice squeeze. So I've used about half the bottle. And the nice thing about this is, guess what? If you make it too runny, you just add more sugar. I already smell the maple syrup, so that's great. And like I said, just keep adding oil until you get it to the consistency that you want. I'm just gonna add a bit more syrup, like that. I'm gonna like sit on my chair because I'm short and it's hard to show you what I'm doing. And I also don't wanna spill it, you know? So again, just keep mixing, keep mixing. This entire thing from start to finish literally only actually takes like 5 minutes, so it's super great. And like I said, it's very affordable and it lasts a very long time. And that's just great, especially if you don't want to spend a lot of money on things and you just want to like pamper yourself, because everyone loves a good sugar scrub. And I use this head to toe, like face to feet. But please keep in mind that since there is a lot of olive oil in this, that it does make your shower floor rather slippery. So I use this first and then I wash my body with my body wash, but I always make sure that I really thoroughly rinse off the shower floor, because you don't want the next person to walk in there and like slip and fall and break their neck, you know, unless you want that. Okay, so this consistency is actually perfect for me. Then all you're gonna do is get some containers of your choice. I recommend using those mason jars. I actually found some at Hobby Lobby that were only a couple dollars, and they're like round orbs, spheres, that were perfect for this. I just don't know where they are and I haven't used them in a long time, so I just use these and literally just load it up. And make sure it's something that's, of course, airtight. It is okay if the oil separates a little bit in this. You can just obviously mix it together with your fingers or when you're scooping it out. But please make sure, so that you're not wasting your time or money on this, that you use something that is airtight for sure. Because if you let it, you know, be exposed to air for too long, it's going to turn into a literal brick, and then you can't use it, and then it's just a mess. Then you got to like throw away the container because you can't get it out of the container. Don't ask me how I know that. But yeah, so I just put it in here like this, and you can like really make sure it gets settled in there and add more if you want. But like, yeah, it's literally your perfect little go-to sugar scrub moment, and I just keep this in the shower. Take the lid off, I scoop my hand in with the amount that I need, and I just start scrubbing and going to town, and it works so wonderfully. And the great thing also about the added olive oil is that your skin feels so smooth and hydrated and amazing. Plus we added the extra hyaluronic acid, which is just something I personally like to do. But yeah, like I said, it's really easy to customize whether you want to flavor it a little bit or change the scent around. Don't add any like dyes, like don't change the color of it, because then you're gonna stain your skin and nobody wants to get out of the shower looking like an Oompa Loompa, again, unless you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to show you just this quick little at-home sugar scrub hack. I've done this for many years. It works wonderfully. It's very cheap. It's very easy, and I really love it. So I hope you like this as well. Please let me know if you've made something similar to this, or if you have other recommendations on little at-home DIY skincare things that I can make, because I love making little recipes like this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little DIY sugar scrub video. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below. Click that big red subscribe button so you can join my YouTube family. Turn on my video post notifications by clicking that bell icon and switching it to all. And I thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have the day you deserve. Happy sugar scrubbing!